Black Twitter. Now, there are a bunch of different ways I can explain this, but let me put it this way. You remember back to freshman year when you were like 18 and you wanted to go out, but you couldn't really drink, so you had to go anywhere that would let you go in 18 and up. So it's like, all right, you go in, get your little X's, you're happy you're in the club, you're enjoying everything, you're taking in all the sights, the sounds, and you're seeing everything. But it's really not 21 yet, so you're not fully experiencing what the bar and the club has to offer. And then that magical day comes and you're 21 and you're like, yeah, I can go to the bar, I can drink, I can be like everybody else, and I can have a great time. But then while you're at the bar, you look over and you see like people in like the VIP who are like ordering bottles, and they have like bottle girls come to the table and bring all this nice stuff, and you're like, man, that would be nice, but I'm just not there. That is essentially my experience with Black Twitter. Started as a kid in high school. I followed a couple people, but I wasn't really in it. And then I got to college and I started following certain people because their tweets would pop up over and over again. And then all of a sudden, I just found myself looking at my timeline like, oh my God, I'm in Black Twitter. Once you're in Black Twitter, you start to realize where all kinds of internet memes and hashtags that become very popular come from. Black Twitter has a certain kind of creativity to it that the users are constantly looking for the next joke to maybe move their way up and try to get more attention from other users. So it's a constant stream of jokes, memes, and just overall funny takes on things that are going on currently in our society. Now, there are an abundance of things you can talk about on Black Twitter and be as equally entertained by all of them. But given the holiday season, I'm taking a look at Thanksgiving clapback and Thanksgiving with Black families. As you can see, Thanksgiving with Black families, other related hashtags like Thanksgiving clapback, and here you see just the photos, memes, photos giving their own caption, letting people put their own little twist on the photo and how it's funny and how it relates to the hashtag. And as you scroll through, you can see just more instances, more instances. Jay Farrell is a Saturday Night Live comedian. He's a member of Black Twitter, and he is also another person who is constantly putting out content. Your mom's not cooking for 2 weeks after Thanksgiving. Very relatable. Food stuff, fridge stuff full of food. When your grandma sees you didn't eat everything on your plate. No one's grandma lets her leave their house unfed. That is just a very common thing. And you can just go through, you can see people using clips from the finals last year in their memes. And you keep going, and then you just keep seeing more and more, and the content it feels endless, and it just keeps going. Notice the dates on these tweets. This is November 26th. That is Thanksgiving Day. These are all just from that day. You could really go back probably a week and a half, 2 weeks to when the hashtag started and how the content just keeps getting generated. And this is probably my favorite one that I think I've seen thus far. When mom says, "Come fix your plates," Thanksgiving with Black families, and they just put a vine in. And let's just take a quick look at this vine and how it goes. Now this is just comedy. It just makes my heart warm, and this is the kind of things you get all over Black Twitter. Now Thanksgiving clapback tastes a completely different way, where everybody can relate to seeing family that you haven't seen in a while, being asked a bunch of questions that no one really wants to answer. Hey, how's school going? Both know no one really wants to talk about that, especially if school's not going particularly well. And this hashtag decides to take a completely different way. This is spam and completely unrelated to the topic, but let's go with this one. Cousin, at least I got my GED. Me, at least I know my DAD. Hey, no punches being pulled. These are all very personal and very familial attacks because there's no chill for a lot of these. Mom, you want to be more positive like Sean and me? The only thing positive about her is her HIV status. Shots fired. And you can go, why you let your kids text at the table? How your man working late with no job? They are not pulling any punches. And the Thanksgiving clapback is much more dedicated to the funnier, yet very much more rude side of Thanksgiving, where family member asks an uncomfortable question, you don't like uncomfortable question, you stop all that question, ask them with one response, called a clapback. Sometimes you just gotta let them know. wrapping this all up with, you can really go into a lot of things about how Black Twitter is very far-reaching and very encompassing of many things going on in today's society, and how it uses all of those things to bring some sort of humor to them, make light of them, or just make some of them downright funny. And I'm going to leave you with some of the funnier things that have been brought to me via Black Twitter. I went deep into my favorites that are very extensive, and have found out probably 5 of the best things that I saw on Twitter for the first time, and I thought you might find funny too. Be blessed.
Really, nigga?
Oh, damn.
You're so
This hard? I'm about to get some sex.
Perfect texture for running.
All right, thanks. We've seen a lot of people out here, like you said, running, sledding, just enjoying it. One thing, oops.
Boy, you look like